Nobody wows clients like we do.
And it's a perfect time to highlight that story about sunscreen, because while we are not in summer, it certainly feels and looks like it. Mostly sunny skies all day today, kind of a repeat of yesterday, and something we will see once again tomorrow. Beautiful, beautiful shot there from all of our sky cams across the region. Tomorrow should be even warmer, 10 to 15 degrees above average across the board. The coast could see some of that morning fog once again, like we saw today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and elevated winds coming back to the mountains and the deserts Thursday and Friday. This is a look at where temperatures are at the moment. Still triple digits for Borrego and Ocotillo Wells, 70s and 80s out there in the mountains. Some of us inland today touched the 90s and could do it again. Tomorrow, the coast is in the 70s. So tomorrow seems to be, on average, the peak of the week. Some of us could be anywhere from 10 to 17 degrees above normal. 17 would be in Ramona, where you're forecasted to hit 93. That would be a new record. And then the next day even, forecast of 91 could tie a record in Ramona. Here's a better look across the board of our forecast highs for tomorrow. Once again, 105 for Borrego Springs, scattered in the 70s on the coast. The mountains hit the 80s and the 90s, same for those inland neighborhoods. Ramona, again, 93 degrees if we get there, would be a new daytime high record. In the meantime, our sky conditions are going to be fairly clear, especially tomorrow, to go along with those really, really warm conditions. It looks like it'll also be the clearest day of your extended forecast. And really everyone outside of the coast is mostly sunny all the way through. The coast, though, I will say, after tomorrow, expects to be partly cloudy all the way through next Tuesday at least. In addition to that, I mentioned some chances for fog overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. That could impact visibility in some areas to less than a mile, like in San Diego and Chula Vista tomorrow morning, and then kind of a repeat of those same conditions by the time we get to Thursday morning. But after sunrise, that fog will be a thing of the past. Elevated wind gusts, as I mentioned, for the mountains and for the deserts. Nothing that'll enact a wind advisory, at least at the moment, but this is where wind speeds could top out of the west around 45 miles an hour for Thursday, and we could see that once again on Friday out there in the deserts. Extended forecast on the coast. You do notice after tomorrow, numbers start to kind of trail a little bit downward, but even at that point, we are still right around or slightly above average all the way through into the start of next week, which means a beautiful Memorial Day weekend is on tap. Here's your extended forecast for those inland neighborhoods. We'll quickly take you hour by hour for tomorrow as well, when some of us, again, could be hitting the 90s for those inland areas. It looks like Ramona could be setting a new record, and patchy fog for those inland neighborhoods could return Monday and Tuesday. For the mountains, let's just skip ahead all the way to Memorial Day, because why not? You're still going to be very, very warm in the upper 70s, low 80s for those mountain neighborhoods and the deserts. Look at that. You have one day this week where you might not hit triple digits, very warm every other day.